Hello each and everyone, the one who is watching my video. This is Ankita, your commerce educator, welcoming you to Global Online, where we are taking classes for NET and SET exam preparation. In today's lecture, I am going to discuss 10 most important or most accepted MCQ on set off and carry forward of losses under the income tax unit. ये लेक्चर देखने के बाद आपके जो सारे डाउट है रिलेटिंग टू दिस टॉपिक वो सारे के सारे क्लियर हो जाएंगे और आपको ये भी पता चल जाएगा कि एग्जाम में किस तरह के क्वेश्चन पूछे जाते हैं। ये लेक्चर देखने के बाद अगर जो आपके डाउट है वो क्लियर हुए या नहीं ये देखने के लिए हम आपके लिए लेकर आए हैं फ्री इवैल्यूएशन टेस्ट। ये टेस्ट देने के लिए आपको हमारा जो ऐप है ग्लोबल ऑनलाइन वो अपने प्ले स्टोर से डाउनलोड करना पड़ेगा, जहां पर आपको ये लोगो दिखेगा। डाउनलोड करने के बाद आपको उसके स्टोर में जाना है और अपना जो पेपर है यूजीसी नेट कॉमर्स पेपर 2 वो सिलेक्ट करना है। सिलेक्ट करने के बाद उसके कंटेंट में जाना है और कंटेंट में जाने के बाद आपको जो टेस्ट है वो मिल जाएगा। ये जो टेस्ट है वो सभी स्टूडेंट के लिए फ्री है। ओके और एक इम्पोर्टेंट बात, ग्लोबल ऑनलाइन आपके लिए लेकर आया है कॉमर्स पेपर 2 कोर्स, जहां पर आपको मिलेंगे कंप्लीट वीडियो लेक्चर, मोर देन 100 वीडियो लेक्चर्स वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग यू, नोट्स वो भी डिटेल एक्सप्लेनेशन के साथ, टेस्ट सीरीज विद द डिटेल एक्सप्लेनेशन, प्रीवियस ईयर पीडीएफ विद द डिटेल एक्सप्लेनेशन। द ड्यूरेशन ऑफ द कोर्स इज 1 ईयर और इसकी जो फी है वो इंक्रीज हो गई है और वो अब है 7000। अगर आप ये कोर्स लेते हैं तो पेपर 1 का जो कोर्स है वो आपको हम फ्री में प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं। डोंट वेट फॉर द लास्ट मोमेंट, डू ज्वाइन अवर कोर्स एंड क्लियर योर अपकमिंग एग्जाम। सेट ऑफ लॉस under the same head of a income comes under the section. For this the options given are section 60, second option is section 70, third option is section 80 and last option is none of the above. So here the each option given is important because most of the time under the income tax unit you will receive the question on the section. So you have to understand each section properly. So what section 60 says? Section 60 and 61 contain the provision when the income from an asset is a transfer without transferring the asset or transferring an asset but the transfer is a revocable. In both the situation, income from the asset is treated as a transferor. Second option is section 70. Section 70 of Income Tax Act 1961 to 2020 provide for the set of loss from one source against the income from the another source under the same head of the income. Then is section 80. Here the section 80C is one of the most popular and a favorite sections among the taxpayer as it allows to reduce the taxable income by making a tax saving investment or incurring the eligible expenses. It allows the maximum deduction of rupees 1.5 lakh every year for the taxpayer total income. The benefit of this deduction can be availed by the individual and a HUF. If you know or somebody from you, if you work under the CA or a tax consultant, that time you will get the idea that 80C section we are using for the tax saving. Okay. Set of loss under the same head of a income comes under section 70. That means the answer here will be option number B. Set of loss against income under other head of a income under section. For this the options given is section 51. Now here the section 51 of Income Tax Act 1961 provide that any advance forfeitable by the seller of the property is deductible from the cost of asset. Second option is section 61. Section 61 is divided into the 3 subsections. The proper officer may scrutinize the return and related particular furnished by the registered person to verify the correctness of the return and inform him of the discrepance notice if any. In such a manner, such may be prescribed and seek is the explanation thereto. Third option is section 71. Inter-head adjustment, that is section 71. It means a loss under the one head of an income can be set off against the income from the other head of the income, but in the same previous year. And last option is none of the above. The correct answer here will be option number C, that is section 71. The next question is, loss from the house property can be set off against. Here they ask you about the loss from the house property. For this, the first option is business profession. Here the meaning of business profession means to earn the profit by supplying the goods and the services, whereas the profession is an advance or a services rendered by one or a group of a person does not include the manufacturing or a selling of good. Second option is capital gain. Capital gain is an economic concept defined as a profit earned on the sale of an asset which has increased its value over a holding period. An asset may include tangible property, a car, a business, or an intangible property such as shares. Third is salaries. A salary is a form of periodic payment from the employer to an employee, which may be specified in an employment contract. It is constructed with the piece wages, where each job, hour, or other unit is paid separately rather than the periodic basis. And last option is all of the above. The loss from the house property is allowed to be set off against any other income arising during the same year. Therefore, if there is a loss under the head house property, or there is an income under any head of other 5 head of income, that is salary, house property, business or a profession, capital gain, and other source, these losses from the house property can be adjusted against such an income. So the answer here for this question will be option number D, that is all of the above. The next question here is, long-term capital gain can be carried forward. Here what is the meaning of long-term capital gain, that you have to understand first, because to answer any question you have to understand the question first. So here the long-term capital gain means the investment that provide the return in the period range from the 1 year to the 3 year. If a person hold an investment for the 3 year, the profit is capital gain on the long-term capital asset. The first option is 8 subsequent assessment year. Second one is indefinitely. Third option is 6 years. And last option is none of the above. In case where the entire long-term capital loss cannot be set off against the gain, it is a carry forward for the next year. The long-term capital loss can be carried forward for the 8 subsequent assessment years. That means the answer here for this question will be option number A. That is, long-term capital gain can be carried forward for the 8 subsequent assessment years. Loss from the specific business can be set off. For this, the first option is income other than the salary. Section 192 clause 2B of the Income Tax Act follow an employees to furnish the particular of a income under any head other than the salary for the same financial year and any tax deducted at the source thereon. Second option is any head of the income. So there are 5 head under the income. So first one is income under the head salary. Second one will be income from the house property. Third one will be profit and gain of business or the profession. Fourth one will be capital gain, and last one will be income from the house property. Okay. Third option is profit of any other specified business only, and the last option is none of the above. Loss for the specified business will be set off against the profit of specified businesses, but the losses from any other business or the profession can be set off against the profit from the specified business. After the intra-head adjustment, the taxpayer can set off remaining losses against the income from the other heads. That means the answer here for this question will be option number C. That is profit of any other specified business only. Compulsory filing of loss return has been defined under section. Here they ask you about a compulsory filing of loss return which is given under section. For this the options given are section 80. The section 80C is one of the most popular and a favorite section among the taxpayer because it allows the taxpayer to reduce the taxable income by making a tax saving investment. Second option is section 70. Here the section 70 of Income Tax Act set off loss from the source against the income from the other sources under the same head of income. Third is section 60. Under the provision of section 60 to 64 of Income Tax Act 1961, income although occurring to the other person but to prevent the tax evasion are included in the total income of the individual assessee. Transfer of a income where there are no transfer of the asset. And the last option is none of the above. The correct answer here is option number A. Compulsory filing of loss return has been defined under section 80. Carry forward and setup of capital loss comes under section. First option is section 74 clause 1 and clause 2. Second option is section 73 clause 1 and clause 2. Third option is section 71 clause 1 and clause 2, and the last option is none of the above. Here the section 74 of Income Tax Act 1961 to 2017 provide for the losses under the head capital gain. The improper as such a losses related to the short-term capital asset, it shall be set up against the income if any. Second one is section 73 of the Income Tax Act 1961 deal with the carry forward and set up losses from the speculation business. Then is section 71 of the Income Tax Act 1961 to 2020 provide for the set up loss from the one head against the income from the another. Carry forward and set off capital loss under the head capital gain section 74 if the net result of the competition under the head capital gain is a loss, the whole of a loss shall be carried forward to the assessment year as follows. The long-term capital loss can be set off only against the long-term capital gain. Treatment of loss after the succession come under, and the options given are section 78 clause 2. Second option is section 77 clause 2. Third option is section 76 clause 2, and the last option is none of the above. Section 78 of Income Tax Act set off of loss in case of a exchange in the constitution of the firm or a succession amended or updated noted on the section 78 of the Income Tax Act 1961 as amended by the Finance Act 2020 and the Income Tax Rule 1962. That means the answer here for this question will be option number A, that is section 78 clause 2. Losses of discontinued business of an industrial undertaking after the re-establishment or a renewal can be carried forward up to. For this the options given are, first is 4 subsequent years assessment year, second one is 8 subsequent year assessment year, third one is indefinite subsequent year assessment year, and the last option is none of the above. Now here the business losses can be carried forward and set off in the subsequent years even if the business has been discontinued. The loss from the specified business that are allowed to investment link the deduction under section 35 AD of the Income Tax Act can be set off against the gain from only the specified businesses. The correct answer here is option number B, that is 8 subsequent year assessment years. The next question here is unobserved depreciation can be carried forward for a period of. Here the unobserved depreciation is that amount of unutilized depreciation which is the assessee will not able to claim as a expense due to the lack of sufficient profit in the profit and loss account. Such an unobserved depreciation can be set off against the any head of the income and remaining balance can be carried forward for any number of the period. For this the options given are 8 year, second option is 4 year, third option is indefinite and the last option is none of the above. The unobserved depreciation can be carried forward for a indefinitely period. The condition of a 4 year or a 8 year are not applicable in case of a unobserved depreciation. Depreciation shall be carried forward even if the business or a profession has been discontinued. Order of a setup for the purpose of ITR. The answer here for this question will be option number C, that is indefinite. During my previous lecture, I asked you one question and the question was assertion and a reasoning question, in which the assertion given was deduction under section 80TTB was introduced for the first time in the budget 2018 and the reason was deduction under section 80TTB is available only to the senior citizen. So here deduction under section 80TTB was introduced for the first time in the budget 2018. Section TTB provided deduction for the senior citizen towards the interest earned on the deposits. The provision for the same are explained. Person eligible for claiming the deduction under section 80TTB. Section 80TTA is applicable to the individual and HGF except from the senior citizen. Section 80TTB is exclusive to the senior citizen. In section 80TTB, the quantum of deduction enlarged to the Indian rupee 50,000. The specified type of income are eligible for the section 80TTA is the interest on the saving account. Here the correct answer for this question will be option number B, that is A and R are true but R is not the correct explanation of the A. The last question of today's lecture which you have to answer, here the question is loss from the other sources can be carried forward for how many subsequent year? For this the options given are 4 year, second is 8 year, third is no carry forward and last is none of the above. Please answer this question. I am waiting for your answer. Please write your answer in the comment box. Till then, keep watching, keep learning.